What's up guys, this is Sir Lewis coming at you with another Lords Mobile video. And today what I want to talk to you about are talent points. Talent points are really important in this game because they can really speed up how fast you build your turf, or they can do the opposite if you don't understand how to use them. So to access your talent points, click on your hero picture in the top left corner of your screen. And then once you're there, you're going to see a few buttons on the left side. Click the one with the star on it and that'll take you to your talent page. So talents are points that you get from leveling up your profile. And as you level up, you get a certain amount of talent points that you can put into different categories. And these categories can be used to speed up multiple different things in your turf, such as food production, stone production, trap building speed, training speed, construction speed, research speed, gold production. You could see the list goes on. There's a lot of different ones as I scroll down the list. So talent points are very, very important to understand because there's so many different things that you can put talent points into, and some of them are much better than others. So the first thing to notice when you're looking at talents are that there are different levels for each category. So for example, right here on the right side, you can see food production 1. And then what that means is that this is like a level 1 food production, and you could put 5 points into it. If you click on the eye, it'll show you how much of an improvement you get from leveling up that category. So if you max out this food production 1 to level 5, it gives you a 12% food production boost. And then if you compare that to a higher level food production, so if you scroll down, you'll see food production 2. If you take a look at this one, you can put many more points into it, and there's a lot more levels before you can actually max it out. But once you do max it out, it'll actually give you 70% boost. So it's much more worthwhile to go for the higher level talents because it gives you a much better boost to your turf. If you look at food production 3, the same thing. There's 50 points in this one, but if you actually max out all 50, you get a 518% food production boost. So you're going to be pumping out like 5 times more food than normal. As you can see, I already have all of my talent points put into different categories, and the places where I put them, and I encourage you guys to do this, I've put them in construction speed, research speed, and training speed. And the reason for that is simple. As you play Lords Mobile, the majority of your time is spent researching, building, or training troops. The other small part of the game is actually fighting people and dealing with your army, but you really don't spend much time on that in comparison to building, researching, and training troops. So I highly recommend that you guys put all of your points into these things, and that way you can maximize how fast you can level up your castle and gain might and experience. Now, the other thing that's important to notice is that there's actually a path to get to every single category. So as you can see, for construction speed 1 on the right side of my screen, I actually had to put 2 points into food production 1 and then 2 points into stone production 1 before I could actually put any points into construction speed 1. So to show you guys how this works, I'm actually going to reset my talents. So I'm going to click reset, and in order to reset your talents, you have to have what's called a talent point allocation. And you can get that from your bag. And then if you use either gems or guild points, you can go to unique, scroll down, and you will find a talent reset. So it says resets your talent points allocation, so you can put whatever points you want wherever. So I'm going to go back into the talent page, and I'm actually going to reset this for you guys. So now that I've done that, you'll see that I have 176 points I can put into whatever categories I want. So I'm going to show you guys how this works. So to start off, you can see everything is locked. I can't put points into anything except for these first two, squad offense or food production 1. So I'm going to pick food production 1. And if I put 1 point into it, you'll see nothing unlocks. So I actually have to put another point into it before stone production 1 unlocks. And you'll still notice that construction speed still is not unlocked. So I'm going to click on construction speed, and it'll say, if I click on the eye, oh, sorry, not the eye, you just can't put a point into it I guess I thought it said that you had to put a certain amount of points into stone production before you could unlock it, but it actually doesn't say that. So you just have to put points into it until you see it unlock. So 2 points, 2 points. Now construction speed is unlocked. And what I suggest you guys do at low levels is you actually don't put points into construction speed 1 at first. Just skip it and go straight down to construction speed and research speed 2. So I'm going to put the bare minimum into that. I'm going to put 2 more points here. And I'm just going to keep going down. So what happens is I just put 2 points into food production 2. And you'll notice that stone production 2 did not unlock. And that's because once you hit that level 2, you actually have to put 5 points in before it'll unlock. So I'm going to put 3 more in, so I'm 5 out of 20. And now you'll see that these 2 options are unlocked now. So I can continue putting points in. I'll put 5 more in. And guys, make sure you take your time and don't rush through these, because the worst thing you can do is accidentally put too many talent points into one category that you really don't want to have upgraded. So I need 5 more here. And now you'll see that I have construction speed 2 unlocked. So now I'm actually going to max this out because that is the highest level of construction that I can access. So I'm going to put all 20 points into this one. And it'll say maxed. So if I click on the eye, I'm now getting a 65% construction speed boost. So now I'm going to do the same thing with research 2. And I would always do construction speed and then research speed first, because construction is actually more important in the early stages of the game. So I'm going to do those 2. I'm going to skip the rest of everything down there for now, come back up, and I would recommend now doing construction speed and research speed 1. So I'm going to max these out, and then I'll max out research. And now I have maxed out every single construction speed and research speed boost that I can get from my talent points. So now, the next thing I would recommend is either gold production or training speed. So depending on what kind of a player you are, if you are aggressive and you're always attacking people, or if you just want a big army, I would recommend doing training speed, because it can really like shorten the amount of time it takes to train your army. And if you aren't as aggressive and you're really more into the production, like producing resources and having a lot of gold, and you're just not as aggressive of a player, then I would suggest putting them into gold production 1, 2, and there's actually a gold production 3. And if you look at the boost for this one, it's pretty awesome. If you max it out, it actually is almost a 300% gold boost. So I personally pick training speed just because I'm more of an aggressive player and I like having that army, and especially for defense too. So when people attack me, I can have a big force to defend myself. So I'm going to start heading down. I'll put the minimum 2 points into each of them, and it says I actually need to put in another point. So on that one you have to put in 3, and I'm going to go straight down to training speed 2. So on this side, you have to put in 3 points before it'll unlock. Okay, and now I'm at 5 points. And you just want to make sure that you're careful. You don't put too many points into one category. There's cavalry. And now you'll see that once I do infantry offense, I can put those points into training speed. So I'm going to max this out, and once that's maxed out, it'll give me a 92% training speed bonus. So that's pretty nice. So I'm going to put all 35 points into this. And then I only have 21 points left, so I'm going to scroll back up, and I'm going to put everything I have into training speed. Alright, so that's all maxed out now. So guys, I am completely maxed on research, construction, and training speed boosts for my talent points. And I'm going to show you guys how big of a difference that makes. So I'm going to put in 3 last points, and I'm going to put them into I think I'm just going to do gold production, actually. I'll do gathering. Gathering's a good one, too. Gathering or gold. I'll do gold. All right. So now that that's done, I'm going to show you guys how big of a difference this makes. And that talent page that I just made is actually called like, it's like a it's like a turtle formation or like a turtle talent point set, because you're really just going to play defensive, work on building your own turf, and not be too aggressive. You're not focusing on your army, and you just want to maximize how fast you upgrade your turf. So you're just being a turtle. And I'm going to click on my profile again. And if you click on the magnifying glass over the paper, it'll show you all of your boosts that you have. So if you look at my boost now, my construction speed is actually 150.75%. And before I had those talent point boosts, it was actually more like, it was like 60%. So it's such a huge difference. And I really, really recommend you guys just put those points into those important things like construction, research, and training, or gold, or whatever it is that you want to focus on. But make sure you get those higher level first, guys, because it makes such a huge difference. My training boost is 187% now. So I almost trained troops at half the original time it takes to train a troop. So guys, that about finishes it up for talent points. I hope I helped you out a little bit and helped clarify a couple things. And I guess talent points are all about just picking what you like and what path you want to take, and then just maxing out on that. So if you're an aggressive player, just feel free to put your points into these army categories. But if you do that, I suggest you put your points into everything that says squad on it, because if you do that, it actually says it increases your army max health, and that's different from, if you scroll up, it's different from just infantry. So if I click on infantry, that will only affect my infantry class troops. So that's like gladiators and those kind of soldiers. But if I do squad, it infects the whole entire army. So max those out first if you're going to make a army talent point page. And the last thing I have for you guys is, once you hit a high enough level in your academy, so I'll look at the academy. If you click on upgrade military, and then you scroll down quite a way, see, I haven't even unlocked it yet, you'll see this option called innate talent. And what that is it allows you to have multiple talent sets saved at once. But in order to save those multiple talent sets, you also have to have a talent tome, which you can buy from the from your bag at the what's it called, the guild shop or the gem mall. So you just got to scroll down, and you'll see. Let me find it for you guys. Did I miss it? I think I skipped it. I'm looking for it. Maybe you can't buy it with gems. A talent tome right there. Yeah, so you can buy it with guild coins. I'm not sure if you can buy it with gems, but you have to buy a talent tome, and then you can use that, and you can actually save multiple sets at once. So then if you're going to go into battle, you can actually just click on your profile and then click on your talents, and where it says innate talent in the top corner, if you click on that, it'll actually just switch your talent set to the other one. So you could have one turtle page to help max out like your castle production and upgrading and everything, and then you can actually have another page just for your army, so that when you go and attack someone, your army has the highest like health, defense, and attack as possible. So that's all I have for you guys. Hopefully I helped you out, and if you have any more questions, please comment or ask me in game, and let me know how I'm doing, guys. Please comment and subscribe, and thanks.